What is up, everybody? It is MRB HD. In this video I'm going to be showing you a couple of tips on how to improve your Forest Man. Now I'm not going to be telling you how to do the Forest Man because I have videos on YouTube with hand cams and everything. This is just 2 tips to help improve your Forest Man. So the first tip I'm going to tell you is something that I struggled with personally when I was first learning this glitch years ago. Something that I kept doing out of habit, but eventually I got over that habit, and I really usually don't play in hunch. I usually play in macho, so I'm not really even good at the Forest Man, but I know how to do it and get it going really fast. But the first tip that I'm going to tell you is don't press Y and dono at the same time, because it's going to look like this. It's going to be really slow. It's going to look like shit. So what you want to do is you want to make sure that you press Y and then press dono like immediately afterwards, like that, because your dono is extremely important, because when you don't press dono, this is what it looks like. You go to the side, or you go backwards or whatever. A lot of people say, oh, it just makes me go backwards, or oh, it pushes me to the side. That's because you're getting your dono wrong. You're getting your gesture wrong, your emote, whatever you want to call it. You're doing it at the wrong time. So it's going to lead you to the side or backwards, or it's just going to make you bail. Like a lot of times it'll just make you bail. So make sure you press Y and then dono right after you press Y, because that's what you need to do. Trust me, it's what you need to do. So that's tip number 1. Damn, I just ran into that fathead. Hey baby, what you doing laying next to me? You trying to cuddle or what? Okay, that is tip number 1. Got it? Get it? Got it? Good. Whatever. Tip number 2, and this is something that nobody really talks about. A lot of people know it, it's just that nobody really talks about it. And this is going to help improve your Forest Man tremendously. You're going to go really fast with this. So, tip number 2 is jumping animations. And I didn't know this until Sapphire. I was playing with him one day. I was in hunched for whatever fucking reason. Usually I play macho, but I was in hunched, and I was doing the Forest Man, and Sapphire was like, why are you doing the Forest Man like that? That Forest Man, you need to fix your animation. I was like, do what? And he was like, yeah, you just need to fix your animation because your animation's looking like shit. And I was like, what the hell you talking about, boy? And he was like, yeah, your animation, you need to fix it. I was like, man, what the fuck you talking about, bro? And he was like, the way you're jumping, you gotta learn how to fix that animation. And I really didn't think much of it, but then I started thinking about it, and there's so many different jumping animations in this game. If you jump like this, that's a jump. If you jump like this, that's a jump. And if you run and jump, and this one, and this one, and this one, like there's so many just different animations like that right there. And this is what I'm going to teach you right here. This is what's going to help you if you're in Goofy. This is for Goofy, by the way. Alright, so when you say you're running, you're going to do your Forest Man or whatever, and you jump in the air and you do this animation right here. Okay, if you're in Goofy and your left leg is behind you and your right leg's in front of you, what's gonna happen? If you're in Goofy, that's the question that I'm asking you. And if you do this jumping animation and your left leg's in front of you and your right leg's behind you, what's gonna happen? Well, let me see if I can do this. Alright, so let me see if I can explain this a little bit better. Okay, so say you did this jumping animation, right? and your left leg's behind you and your right leg's in front of you, and you're in Goofy. When you're in Goofy, your right leg's gonna be in front of you when you're on the board. So see, your left leg's in front of you, so what happens? You go to land, and what happens? Boom. There's no momentum there. You know, when you go to get on your board and your right leg's in front of you, what happens? You land, but there's no momentum there. So what does that mean? That means that you're gonna go slower because there's no momentum for you to go off of. But when you do the other animation and your right leg's behind you, now remember, your right leg is going to be in front of you when you're on the board. So if your right leg is behind you, what does that mean? Well, basically, it's like if you were gonna sucker punch somebody, what are you gonna do? You're gonna take your arm and you're gonna put your arm all the way back, and you're gonna use that momentum, and you're gonna swing as hard as you can, and you're gonna punch somebody, right? So that's what I'm talking about. The momentum is what you need. So when your right leg is behind you like this, what happens? You're gonna use, your body's gonna turn because you're in Goofy. Your right leg is always on your board. I mean, your right leg's always in front when you're on the board. So when you land, your right leg, when you go to land, your right leg is going to have to get in front of your left leg, and your left leg's in front. So what happens? All that momentum is going to go shoot you forward, and you're going to go faster. So let's just look at this. Right leg behind you, and watch your right leg and your left leg. Watch your right leg go in front of your left leg. Look at this. Boom, all that momentum, right? So your right leg overpowers your left leg and goes in front of it, and your whole body kind of scoots really fast, right, when you go to get on the board. And boom, all that right there, all that is momentum. So this is the jumping animation that you need. This one right here. You need to jump with your right leg behind you, so that way you can, boom, supercharge that forwards man. And nobody really talks about that, but that is one of the best kept secrets, I would say, when it comes to the forwards man. It's learning the right jumping animations to help you go faster. Let's take a look at that. That wasn't really that fast. I'm actually offline right now. I'm in story mode, but when you're online, you know, you'll get to go even faster because of the lag and, you know, the servers and everything. You'll get to go even faster. But let's see. So you jump like this, your right leg behind you, and then look, boom. It's like it's kind of like it's like it's scooping the board underneath your feet. So like, let me see if I can get a better angle. Like right there, it's like it's scooping. You see how it shoots you forward, or how it shoots you forwards like that? Watch this. Boom! See how it jerks you forward like that? That's why it's called the forwards man, because you're gonna need this jumping animation with your right leg behind you. You're gonna use all that momentum right there, and you're gonna boom with your right leg in front of you now. So your right leg is gonna overpower your left leg, and your right leg is gonna end up being in the front, which is gonna create all this momentum for you to just boom, sucker. And yeah, that is basically the 2 tips that I'm going to be showing you today on how to do the forwards man. I didn't really mean to make this video that long. I felt like I just needed to kind of go into detail on, so that way you guys can improve your forwards man. But that's pretty much it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Give it a thumbs up if you liked it, whatever. Alright, peace.